What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday, May the 27th, and we got Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and Miami. Boston currently a 3-point road favorite in this game. I had Boston favored by 3.5. Guys, an extremely wacky series so far, to say the least. Miami, as we all know, started off extremely hot, going up 3-0, winning the first two games in Boston Garden, and then coming back home to Miami and blowing out the Celtics in Game 3. Looked like they were going to make quick work of the Celtics. Ever since then, though, guys, the Celtics have won 2 straight, looking very good. Momentum has definitely picked up for the Celtics. With a win tonight, guys, they are very close to getting a Game 7 on their home floor in Boston Garden, and an opportunity to break a long-standing record of teams that are down 3-0 in a playoff series, going 0-150 all time. And another interesting stat, guys, out of those 0-150 series scores, only 3 of them have gone into a Game 7. So even if Boston wins tonight's game, they will only be the 4th series out of this 151 series that with a team being down 3-0 to get a Game 7, which means the odds are obviously still very stacked against the Celtics, but they're just one win away from getting that Game 7 opportunity. Now, just taking a quick look at the different narratives, I think this is also very important to look at around this game and this series. First, I'm going to show you guys a small little clip here with Jimmy Butler's press conference after Game 5, looking a little something like this.
We just got to come out and play harder from jump. So, like I always say, it's going to be all smiles. We're going to keep it very, very, very consistent, knowing that we are going to win the next game.
Pretty much Jimmy guaranteeing a win. Now, looking at the other side of this, we can see over here one of the talking heads on ESPN giving their side of the story, looking a little something like this.
Not everybody has counted them out. I remind you once again, if you've been watching this show, you know that I've been changing this graphic on the air every single day despite the 3-0 deficit. This thing is headed to history. 1-150 is on the way because the Celtics are the better team. They just hadn't played like it.
Now, guys, personally, I don't know if I'm going to be betting on a side in this game. This has just been extremely wacky. The whole series has been crazy. And as you all know, I have had a bit of trouble getting a grasp of this whole series. I did get a nice little win in the previous game with Caleb Martin on a prop bet, over 13.5. Barely snuck that in. He got 14 points in that game, but a win is a win. Guys, how do I see this series playing out? Personally, I don't know if I'm going to be putting a bet on the side in here in this game. But I definitely, with all this wackiness going around, the craziness around this whole series, I would not be surprised if Boston even ended up winning this ball game, going to a Game 7. Then, you know, the media will be hyping it up, how this long record is going to be broken by the Celtics. And they're going to start hyping up a Boston-Denver final just to have Jimmy Buckets go in Boston Garden and win Game 7 as a huge underdog. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if that scenario played out. Personally, guys, in this game, I'm going to be looking at a play on the total. As you guys may have seen in the previous games, actually in the previous game, the Celtics won that game by 13. Total 207 points were scored in that game. And if you just take a quick look at the numbers, we saw the teams actually shot very well in that game. The Miami Heat 51% overall, Boston 50%. 41% from 3. The Miami Heat 40% from 3. They shot very well, and they didn't manage to score over the total, the 210 that we currently have on the board. Another thing that is driving me towards a play here on the under 210, which will be my play, is of course, we know Gabe Vincent from the Miami Heat. He's been averaging 17.5 points. He missed the last game, banged up with an ankle injury. Don't know if he's going to be playing. He's listed as questionable. The Miami Heat have had to go deep into their bench play. Highsmith, 36 minutes, a player that hasn't been getting a lot of minutes. He played well, though. He scored 15 in that game. Another thing, guys, Kyle Lowry was seen nursing a finger in his shooting hand. Didn't look that good. We know Caleb Martin, the player that we had in a prop bet, kind of twisted his knee a little bit. He did continue playing, looked okay, but when it cooled down, don't know what that's going to be looking like. A lot of questions around some of these players. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Jimmy Butler, Adebayo, Strus, the remaining healthy players to put up numbers. Also, guys, the Celtics, Malcolm Brogdon, their top player coming off the bench, scored a couple of goose eggs. No points in the last couple of games. He only played 8 minutes in the previous one. Reports are that he's got a torn tendon in his right hand, which means, just looking at the bench, guys, what they're going to have scoring. Grant Williams is looks like their best player that's going to be coming off the bench. The biggest scoring threat that is coming off the bench. It's also going to put a lot of pressure on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to put up numbers. Also, Marcus Smart and Derek White put up big numbers, but they shot, guys, 12 for 16. Actually 10 for 14 from 3. A very high percentage, guys, for these two players. I don't think from 3. I don't think they're going to be shooting this high again in this ball game. I think points are going to come very tough for both of these ball clubs. My play in this game is the under 210. Now, for a side bet, guys, I'm not quite there yet, even though, like I told you, I wouldn't be surprised if Boston wins this game and we see something crazy happening in Game 7. If I put a bet in on the side, I will update it in the comment section, guys. And on my Twitter, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I have my Twitter feed over there at Pick'emNBA Bets. You guys can give me a follow there if you're interested. And this is pretty much it, guys. This is what I have for you guys for tonight's ball game. On this Game 6 should be very, very interesting, guys. Big game tonight. I think a lot of eyeballs will be on this ball game. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Good luck on your picks. Enjoy the ball game, guys. And I will either see you in the next video, which will be Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, or I will see you June 1st to start the NBA Finals. Till then, good luck once again on your picks, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.